comes your way next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Oilers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are.
So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense. Play action. It's Wilson. That is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeffrey Simmons, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for this sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. He threw the interception last time out, certainly not the way he wanted to start this playoff. Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. To throw is Wilson. And he is going to go down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the second quarter. And here, pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll throw now on the final play. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Traylon Burks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every... Well, let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kenneth Murray picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Sebastian Joseph Day able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this will hit just beyond the... This defense hoping to preserve that 1-score, 8-point lead here. See if they can do it. The ball on the offensive side of the field. Wilson.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
In motion, the tight end. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, field position, they take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not really any daylight here to speak of. He takes it ahead for maybe a yard. That's all. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still going. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, 42 yards. And the Oilers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game.
Now this one's not over yet. A big play coming up on the onside kick with a kicking team trailing by 8. They need to get it back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should... Put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
19 Tiger. Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Able to find Patterson. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. Now it's Wilson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Here's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.